Buckle the fuck up, because this shit is about to blow your mind. In fact, I hope you're wearing a belt, because if not, these guys are gonna steal the piss right out of your balls. Some real Ocean's 11 type, but instead of robbing a casino, they're robbing themselves of their dignity. I got 3 of these bitches, so be sure to stick around for the triple whammy. We open with this guy who moves so fast he's basically just an afterimage. He takes his stolen church van and rams that shit like he's storming the castle, real batter and ram type shit. Then his comrades hop out and escape from the pedo van, or maybe they're actually just victims of the pedo in the van, I'm not really sure. They start scrambling through the shattered window like rats in a flood. I'm honestly not even convinced the 2 vans know each other, because that red van is nowhere to be found. He may as well have just been Batman and vanished into the night. Then they kind of fuck around with it like a cat playing with their food until they get across the parking lot. Really just give it the business like they're trying to recover a fumble. Eventually they get enough collective neurons firing to get that bitch up into the van. Then they drive off into the night like the true criminal masterminds they are. Some really good stuff. I'm sure Swiper from Dora the Explorer would be very proud. You thought I was done, but I'm just getting started. I am hitting you with the lightning round of humiliation here. This guy at least has the politeness to make it a little bit difficult for the police officers. He's wearing a mask he stole from his local high school theater department. Though admittedly, they might be a little bit scared to go after him, considering he's got sheets of steel down there. He's really getting into it. Hopefully whatever they got from this ATM is enough to cover this guy's hospital bills, because he falls backwards and absolutely annihilates his spinal cord. Small sacrifice though, because then the other guy can get back in there and start twerking like it's a college party. His partner seems pretty confused though. He's not quite sure whether to put the Roadhog hooks on the green wire or the blue wire. He has to consult the manual, but eventually he figures it out though, and they both kind of run off into the distance, clearing the blast zone. You know, real proper OSHA procedure, I'm sure. This guy slams it into reverse so he can get a running start, but you can see he almost fucks it up and slams his truck into the machine. Then he turns around and pops it into gear and disembowels it like it's almost a Mortal Kombat fatality. The other guy sprints up to it a little too fast while its blood, guts, and tits are still out on the floor. He almost gets hit and tossed into the machine so he can get spring locked like it's FNAF. Then they fumble and fuck around for a little bit. Clearly they didn't check the ancient text before opening this bitch. They're not quite sure where the cash is, so they just grab a random ass box and go with it. This guy starts manhandling the ATM like it's its fault that he doesn't know what he's doing. Eventually he gets one of the boxes out, but right after that the ATM deals another striking blow, so I think it's even score to be honest. But they run off into the night, probably joining the other fucks in the van they got into. But overall, really impressive stuff. I don't think I could have thrown it back better myself. The third and final installment in my trifecta of troglodytes opens with the CIA scooting in sideways here. He misses his parking spot by a few feet, but that's alright. This guy with the hammer hops out. This thing probably has never been used before, straight from the Home Depot. Not really sure why they needed to do this part. The shop was open. He could have just walked through the front door. But he gets to work and takes an embarrassingly long time to break these couple windows so he can jump in. But once he's done cosplaying his Sledge from Rainbow Six, he runs back to his friends and grabs what seems to be a staple of these robberies, this big-ass hook that all of them use. He stumbles in there like he's drunk and almost eats shit, annihilates half the Sprite supply of the store. He runs that shit like a relay race. This guy's at least more efficient about it. He takes only a couple seconds finding the perfect hook spot, nice little jack point to rip the thing out from. He turns around and gives a super secret signal to his friends, no doubt something discreet like an owl hooting or maybe a whistle in the distance. The guy outside floors it, and the next second the store is absolutely vaporized. Shit looks like something out of Looney Tunes. It's even got the little carousel up there spinning around like Wile E. Coyote about to fall right after he gets the ground taken out from under him. But they also absolutely annihilated whoever owns this place's livelihood, so I hope they're happy about that as well as just taking the ATM. And as you can see, they don't quite get the ATM out of the building the first time. They have to turn around and go back for second breakfast. This guy backs up and gets cold feet. You can tell he's about ready to give up, but then the ringleader hops out and he's ready to tell him to give it another go, a request which the driver happily obliges. He works himself up to it and he gives it the good old college try, and this time absolutely annihilates the entire front of the building instead of only a part of it. The infantry foot soldier takes a moment and does some final pre-flight checklist before he takes off. Really gets in there, makes sure all the cash is belted in. Not sure exactly where he was going here. Maybe he was just running off into the night. Maybe he was just getting out of the blast zone. But either way, he doesn't get far, because immediately afterward, the driver makes clear he has no understanding of physics or how dragging shit actually works. Only makes it a few feet through the sea of terrible gas station Dasani water. So the guy that ran into the night has to troubleshoot and turn around and tell him to drive off even harder and make sure to produce plenty of sparks right around this gas station. Once he's clear of debris, he backs up and kind of sits there for a moment, dumbfounded that this idea actually worked. Then in the final moments of this, the guy kind of waltzes out here and gives the Dasani a good kick in the nuts, you know, really deserves it. He's probably upset that his entire livelihood just got turned into fine Frito-Lay's paste. But anyway, I went down this little rabbit hole earlier and it really had me giggling. I'm hoping somebody else might be giggling at it a little too. I got nothing else. Fuck off.